Hey, what's up everyone? Glock9 here, and welcome back to Treehouse of Horror. It is the morning of day 2. I still have that skill point, and I've decided to put it into strength. Let's just focus on this skill tree for now, until we can get Skull Crusher to like level 4, and then we'll branch out and start pumping agility or fortitude, or even intellect. You know, I did think that a stun baton would be a great melee weapon to use in the little treehouse, and I still think it would be, but you know how this game goes. It could be a week or more before we find a stun baton, especially here in the pine forest. So that's why I decided to focus on the sledgehammer and skull crusher for now. But I'll tell you what, once we can get our hands on a stun baton, we'll use it, we'll see how it goes, and then at that point, we can try to get our hands on some Forgetting Elixir, one piece of cornmeal in the inventory. We'll find more. For now, there's just one piece, and I know that's enough to drive a man insane, but we're gonna get through it together. We're gonna hold hands, and we're gonna be fine. But yeah, like I said, once I can find a stun baton, I will see about getting some Forgetting Elixir, and then we'll erase all the points we put into strength, go intellect heavy, and start using that thing. Because that's probably the move. Especially if we max out physician, and then there's that small chance of getting a one-hit kill. Not only with the stun baton, but with the shooting junkie as well. So that's the plan in terms of melee combat. But putting points into strength is important as well for Motherload, because we don't have much time to mine resources in between hordes. So we want to make sure we maximize that as much as possible. What's up, dude? Another thing that a few people mentioned in the first episode, which I thought was very interesting, was that I should be able to expand the treehouse base by planting more trees, and then using those trees to connect to my current base. And honestly, I love the idea, but then it's gonna end up turning into like a mega structure. And I really think this series should just be about holding down that 5x5 treehouse area, especially since this Storms Brewing update could be out in the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna mark this on the map here for the ATM and for the working vending machine, because I'd like to come back and buy a Mega Crush. Mega Crush is going to be super important to have on us in the event the treehouse gets destroyed. Shit. Oh, sloppy slop. Took me a whole magazine to take that dog out. But yeah, I mentioned this in the first episode, that if the treehouse gets destroyed, it's not the end of the series. As long as I don't die, I can still fight the Horde on foot. And if I survive, then I could rebuild the treehouse. So, you know, if the treehouse falls and we're running around on foot, we're going to want a Mega Crush. Oh, more little mushroom penis friends. We don't got any room in the treehouse, so you know what? I'm going to throw them on the wall right by the ATM. And hopefully they're grown by the time we come back to lockpick that thing. Come on out now, ladies. There's a wall safe in here too. I'll try to remember to get it when I come back for the ATM. We need more cobblestone. I do have a skill point to spend. I don't think we can go Skull Crusher again. No, but we can go big and fast.
Didn't we agree? Your first
Oh, Molotovs or pipe bombs.
This is all.
We get half as many pipe bombs. But I definitely won't set myself on fire with those. Yeah, let's do the pipe bombs for now. I decided to sell all the brass I have to get as much coin as possible to buy more 7.62, which he has. Because it's going to be a while before I can smelt brass down in a forge. You know, I'd rather the ammo right now. Another repair kit. Anyone in there? No? There's some food, though. Cornbread, okay. I'll eat that. What do you think I'm going to turn all that cornmeal into? Fucking cornbread. So, yeah. Double loot the gas pump. Or not. You know, even if we switch from sledgehammer to intellect, you know, for the pipe or the stun baton, fuck the pipe baton. We're definitely not using a pipe baton. But regardless of that, I think we should still invest some points into knife guy as well and always have a knife as a backup. Because if the zombies are coming up the ladder, right, and they're kind of getting to me at the window, but then falling off because the zombies below them are pushing them off, right? If we're stabbing them as that's happening, then they'll be bleeding out as they're getting put into, like, kind of a loop. So I think the knife, we should almost focus strictly on the knife, but let's not go that crazy. Where's the dog, lady? You know? Well, she's dead now, so she can't answer that question. I don't see the dog. Let's get on top of the pickup truck. Maybe there isn't a dog. 11 pieces of forged iron. Oh shit. I mean, they're just crawlers down there, but it's a very small space. There's a couple of things we can do with 11 pieces of forged iron. We can upgrade the storage we have now for more storage space, and it'll have more hit points, even though if it falls, doesn't matter how many hit points it has. There's another wheel. Whoa. We're good. Increased accuracy with 9mm weapons. I mean, we gotta hop down there anyway. But the other thing we can do with 11 pieces of forged iron is we could make an iron hatch. But I don't think that's the smartest idea to do yet. I mean, obviously it'll have more hit points than the wooden hatch, but we won't be able to repair it at all because you need forged iron to repair it. So I think I'll just upgrade my storage box with it.
Wipe that smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't make us pals. Got it?
All right, one more job. We can fit it in. We're making great time. It's only 11 o'clock. But we're not going to go right there. We're going to stop home first and unload, and we're going to get a little more work done to the base. Because we can always ditch out on the job and do it tomorrow. What the hell is this up here? That looks military. Let's see if we can get some honey. And then we're going to see what that is. No luck. I don't know how I missed this yesterday. NDC Checkpoint 4. Tier 4 POI. Well, there's going to be some good loot in there. Not doing it today, but we'll definitely do it soon. Clean up all this crap. I'd love to get rid of this car, but I don't have a wrench yet, obviously. It's far enough away from the treehouse, so I'm not worried about the zombies blowing it up. I've got one spike left, and we'll put that in front of the ladder just before the horde begins. I want to dig down and create a mine, or just open it up, really. Let's do it over here. We'll actually get stone. I'm digging this up. And there should be a layer of clay soil underneath this. There is. So we can get clay and stone right here. Now, I'm not going to just dig straight down because I don't have any wood on me. So I can't, like, frame it out and then make ladders to climb out when I'm done. So, like I said, I'm just going to kind of open up the ground here so I can walk out when I'm done. Ah, the good old Motel 8. This POI's been around for a while, at least all the way back to Alpha 15, maybe even earlier. It's a great POI. I love the way it's set up. I fought many hordes here. One of my favorite bases I ever made, I made here. It's a little different now than it was back in Alpha 15, or like I said, it may have been around earlier. Alpha 15 was the first Alpha I ever played. I have played earlier ones, but just briefly. I've checked them out. I'm not going to go through every room here. Let's just grab the supplies, grab the main stash, and get the hell out of here. Get back to work. I need more wood. I need more cobblestone. It's not in there. Looks like it's in here. Oh, vitamin. We'll take that before the horde starts. Come on then, fellas. Let's go. Help me out here. Increased attack speed with axes and meat stew. That's good. Get out of here, Mo. I want you to try that again. Why don't you try that one more time? Nope. Level 5 stone sledge. Should probably make one of those before the horde. Alright, we're done here. Let's make that sledgehammer right now before I forget.
Didn't we agree your first job was going to be free? Damn.
You know, I do have 32 rounds of 9mm, and I have more than enough supplies to craft a pipe pistol, so I think we should do that. I know it's only a level 1, but I think it's best to have a backup just in case. Alright, here we go. Night 2 in my treehouse, which actually looks more like a watchtower now, but whatever. I should have used poles, you know? Instead of blocks. At least it would have looked more like a treehouse that way. As they destroy the blocks, if they destroy the blocks, I'll replace them with poles. So it looks more like a treehouse. This tree is all up in my fucking business. I would love to remove it, but I'm not gonna, because you guys are right. What the fuck is the point of Treehouse of Horror if I destroy the tree? We gotta protect the tree. So as much as I want to get rid of it, because it's totally in my way, I'm going to leave it there. The spikes, doing pretty good for one row of spikes. They're still hitting them. That guy just fell. Heard a loot bag drop. This is going great. Imagine if I had 2 rows of spikes. But see, this is why I had to limit myself to 1 row. Because otherwise I would have spent all day today chopping trees down and crafting spikes, and I'd have to change the name of the series to fucking Spike Collector or something like that. And that's no good. The 1 row is fine. And eventually we'll upgrade them to iron spikes and it'll be even better. This stupid nub keeps throwing me off. Spike-tacular. That would have been a good name for the series. Or Magic Spike instead of Magic Mike. Or Spike to the point. Alright, I'm gonna stop. Because I'm not changing anything. Oh, another loot bag. That's not a bad tactic, opening the hatch and then hitting them through that opening, but gotta be careful doing that because they could definitely crawl through that opening. Whereas the top here, you know, I put the double poles in, so they shouldn't be able to crawl through the top opening. This is going pretty well so far. Granted, we're only an hour in and it's night too. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. And it sounds like they're hitting something. It sounds like they're down below hitting something. Are they really attacking the walls of this place instead of coming up the ladder? I hope they're not attacking the ladder. Because then that's a problem. See how that guy crawled through that opening? Told you. If they break the ladder, kind of screwed. Alright, that's enough. Just wasting ammo. I think I need to rethink this. Because this strategy right here, it might be working now, but it's only going to work for so long. And it's already pretty crazy. On night 2. You know? Is that going to do anything? It got me 1 kill. And we got a couple of skill points. I should be able to get Skull Crusher to level 3 with those 2 points. We got to go Strength again. And bam. Skull Crusher 3. Out of the way, Mo. Oh, shit. What if I let them in right here, though? And then build a spiral staircase that goes up and around the tree, and then at different levels we put in doorways with hatches and shit, you know? And then when one fails, we can just go up to the next one. Look at this, zombie versus tree. Oh, she won. I don't know. I gotta think of a better way to handle larger hordes, though, than this. I mean, if that was it and the horde was over, I wouldn't be so worried. Oh, I just destroyed my torch. Seems like it's over, but it's not over. Let's try the other side. There's no nub on this side. Oh, there is. Damn it. I don't really like this side. I like this side better. Couple of kills right there. Get out of here, lady. No loitering. Yeah, the knife sledgehammer combo works pretty good. But I think the knife stun baton combo would also work pretty good. Almost done? Come on. Nope. Another wave. Decent amount of loot bags tonight. So that's one good thing. That was always the, one of the best things about Horde every night. Is that every night you got loot bags. So if you spent all day working on the base or whatever, that's where you got the majority of your loot, was out of bags at night. Sounds like it's done. 2 in the morning, are we good? Nope. Son of a bitch. Now are we done? Ooh, our mushrooms are full grown. Nope. We are not done. Some bullshit. Another loot bag. What the hell's going on down there? Kenny just attacking the ladder? I mean, it's definitely gotten a lot more quiet. I think we're done. Okay. At least it didn't go on all night. With these double poles here, we're going to have to make another way up and down for us, because I'm not going to destroy those poles after every Horde fight, you know? Alright. That wasn't so bad. Oh, that's bad. Look at that. They almost broke this piece of ladder. Maybe we should put in a second ladder. Not only for a way for me to get up, but if this ladder gets destroyed, then we can finish building the second ladder and give them another way up. Increases chance to cripple by 10% with 9mm ammo and more 7.62. Even more 7.62. More 7.62. See, this is what I'm talking about. Give me the bag. Give me the damn bag. Why? Because I repaired the spikes? Oh, this is some bullshit. Unbelievable. Stupid. More 7.62. That's not stupid. Yeah, good amount of loot bags for night 2. I'm happy with that. More 7.62. Beautiful. All right. That was good. What was not good is that they almost broke the ladder. And it's only night 2. So that's a big problem. So let me think about that problem, and we'll pick things up here on the morning of day 3. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching and all the support. You guys are the best. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter if you want. It's at Glock9Gamer. I follow all gamers back. Stick around for more Treehouse of Horror, and I will catch you all in the next episode.